Hey, welcome. This is Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake post-game. It has been a long time since I've recorded anything, so excuse me if I'm a little rusty. We are in front of Patty's party planning place. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. For a couple of reasons. My party is changed up. As you can see, that is not in fact Erdrick. That is me, Javier, and we have Selin, and we have Nefeli, and who is that on the bottom right? It is Ophelia. That's right, we got rid of Ibuki, because that was a terrible name that I was forced to come up with on the spot, because the sprite for Thief was horrendous. The Thief was originally going to be a guy, and his name was going to be Patches, but the sprite was horrendous, and it just had to make the last split-second decision for a female thief named Ibuki. And it doesn't even matter, because look, everyone's a sage, even the Feli in her sexy bikini. So yeah, that's one reason. And the next is because there's a cutscene that I missed in the original recording back in 2024. That's right, this recording is almost a year after I guess not almost a year, but basically a year after the original playthrough. This is a second playthrough that I did for a number of cutscenes that I had accidentally played offline, and I was re-recording everything, and then I'll explain what happened with the post-game last year. But for now, enjoy the cutscene.
Hey there, I heard all about what went on in the castle. You must be all shook up right now. Still crazy to think Baramos was just someone's lackey. Oh, no need to look so surprised. I know about Zoma too. My sources never let me down. In fact, I reckon it's high time I told you exactly how my party planning place came to be. You see, when the king heard of your father's passing, he couldn't let go of the fact that it was him who sent Ortega off with no help. That drove His Majesty to create a spot where adventurers could meet, exchange ideas, and form parties. Anyway, this is what got built. I did my part too. Called in some favors and got the first few adventurers through the door. Then the king used his coffers to summon some more. As time passed, this place grew into the bustling hub you know today. Gotta say, when you came in here on your birthday, I got a bit emotional. Honestly, if the party planning place has helped you out even a little bit, then I'd be happier than a slime on Sunday. Oh, and don't worry. No one here's timid enough to get scared off by someone who calls himself Lord of anything. I can promise you that. Patty's party planning place is still here for you just like it's always been. And that's never going to change.
All right, we're back where we left off in the finale. This is Heaven, and this is the post-game dungeon that I am going to run through and pretty much cut it in a way where I am just talking through all the cuts. You will see the post-game is a bunch of old maps. I think this one is Maw of the Necrogond. And then I know we see Orochi's fucking cave. We see the pyramid. And I'm pretty sure we see a number of other places. All right, so what happened last year in 2024, after I had beaten the game, I was unsure if I was going to stream the post game. I ended up not doing that. I was just gonna record everything offline. But back then, my OBS settings were not perfect. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was running another application at the same time while recording or something, but the entire recording was super effed. I pretty much believe that I had gotten through this entire dungeon and then ran through a couple of cutscenes, and then when I was done, I had while I was recording, I had a feeling the recording was messed up, but you know, there was nothing I could do about it. And then when I actually checked it, it was completely messed up. So basically I already had to play do a second playthrough for a number of cutscenes, but to actually do the entire post game, to show it off properly, actually, in order to do the post game at all, you pretty much have to 100% this game. You have to get all mini medals and you have to get all monsters in order to see everything. And there is quite a lot to see. And back then, it was an extreme pain in the ass because the game does not log like what specific mini medals and what specific monsters you've gotten. It just shows like, hey, you have this many, but we're not going to tell you how many there are in total. We're not going to really tell you any hints on where you can find them. You just kind of have to find them on your own, which super sucks. Playing with a checklist guide, if you start out with a checklist guide, which is what I did with the second playthrough, it is so much easier. It is so manageable. But back then, it was an extremely infuriating experience trying to figure out what I found, what I hadn't found yet. I must have like messed up like 2 or 3 times going to a place and being like, no, I definitely have or have not gotten there. And it turns out I did or did not get it. And then it is like, oh, did I get this guy? And then this, oh God, it is just a whole thing, a whole frustrating thing. And it sucked. But like I said, if you start out with the checklist, it is so much more easier. It is so much easier. So after the recording was super effed up, I just decided, well, all right, I'm just gonna play it on my own. Just play for fun, not do any sort of extra content with the post game or whatever. And I played through it, and I really enjoyed the post game. There's a certain aspect to it later on that I don't like, and then this area, this whole little dungeon specifically, also kind of sucks. Not on a first playthrough. I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this little dungeon on the first playthrough, but doing it again is an extreme pain in the ass because of the encounter rate. The encounter rate is horrendous in this game. I already explained the Ophelia's situation. I think the names Selin, Nefeli, and Ophelia are probably going to be just names I use across JRPGs from now on. I really like those names a lot. Selin and Nefeli are from Elden Ring, and then Ophelia is from Octopath Traveler 1. And funny enough, I didn't realize this isn't the first time I ended up with a harem. It's not gonna be the last time, but this was the first time I finally realized, like, hey, for whatever reason, I always end up with a party full of chicks. You know, at a certain point, once you realize it, you just have to embrace it. So that's what I'm going with from now on. It's always going to be a party full of chicks. It's just me and my harem, and I will probably stick with these names going forward because I really like these names. Selin, great name for a mage. Nefeli, great name for like a really warrior, brawler, physical attacker type character. And then Ophelia is just perfect for that healing role. Unfortunately, in Dragon Quest III, all your characters just end up, you're just funneled down a certain route. And that route is basically, at least in this version of the game, I mean, like, no matter what, you're funneled down to Sage. But in this version of the game, you absolutely have to get Monster Wrangler because it's just the best class. And then I finish off with Sage just to have that insane MP boost. That way I can use Monster Wrangler's skill just non-stop. Both using Wild Side and whatchamacallit, Call of the Wild, Monster Pylon, that's what it is. And just for clarity, Wild Side lets you attack twice in a single turn, and Monster Pylon, it literally just calls all the monsters, well, not all, it calls a bunch of the monsters you found throughout the game, and your attack is increased based on how many monsters you've found so far. So that move just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and you do like 5 hits at once, and at a certain point you start doing like over 150 damage per hit times 5, and then double that because of Wild Side. It ends up being the most OP move combo in the game. I mean, there are other, like, there's one that you're guaranteed a critical hit, and with you think you need like warrior for it. I don't know if you need martial artist or not. I know one of them requires warrior, but that's for That's for like the hardcore min-maxers. I like to min-max as much as a normal person reasonably can. True min-maxers are insane. I wish I could, but I don't have that level of autism. I have pretty intense autism when it comes to video games, but not to that degree. So yeah, that's the party situation. That's the post-game situation. I have grabbed as many monsters and as many mini-medals as I possibly could before starting this recording. That way we can just run straight through everything. And for whatever reason in my head, every time I think about, like, because I've been working on this project for a long time. I've finally edited the entirety of Monster Hunter Stories. I've edited everything I had from Dragon Quest III. It's all done at the time of this recording. After I finish this recording, I can finally finish up the post-series review, and all of this will be coming out right before Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake come out. And every time I think about doing this recording, I keep thinking, oh, it's just gonna be this, this, and that. And then I slowly remember, oh yeah, and then that, and then there's that, and then there's also that. Like specifically right now I'm thinking of the monster arena, which on one hand is kind of short, and then on the other hand it's absolutely not short whatsoever. It's actually pretty long and mostly uninteresting to the viewer, so I'll probably heavily edit that, maybe just show like the first battle and then skip to the ending cutscenes, but we'll see. It's genuinely not that interesting for a viewer, honestly. In general, I don't think a lot of these battles are interesting to the viewer, just because it really all boils down to just using monster pile on. Like, there's hardly any strategy to the game anymore at this point. Well, okay, there kind of is and there kind of isn't. Just to be super clear, super apparent out in the open with this, I am playing the post game on Draki mode, which is basically easy. You cannot die, and that's basically the big deal about it. You just can't die. Why am I doing this? Because the post game is actually really difficult to a degree that it's like, it's difficult because it's just like enemies just have so much HP. A lot of them can just like spam you with hits so that you just die and then you lose a lot of progress, and it's an overall annoying situation. Really, it's just the grind. That's really the main deal. It's the amount of time that you have to put in to grind your characters to a point where they can start killing things at a reasonable pace. And then there's the post-game boss, Sizz, multiple. It gets to be too much. I've done, I think, one post-game boss normally. I'm pretty positive I've done one post-game boss normally, but the other one, I think I absolutely did it on Draki mode. There was a certain point where I was like, I do not want to grind anymore. I am sick of this. So I am just going to just throw on Draki mode so I can see everything that this game has to offer. And genuinely, that is my suggestion. Just don't even bother. It does not matter. Just finish the post game in Draki mode. If, like, you know, I say enjoy the main game normally, even enjoy it on a higher difficulty if you want, but the post game, it's just too much. It's annoying. Like, it's good content, but not something that I want to grind out. Okay, here we go. New things, stuff I haven't actually done. Monster. Oh no, I don't have Monster Wrangler. Damn it. All right, let's try that again. Monster. Nice. Oozbeth. Okay. I reply, it's just a corpse. Gah, this is going super slow. Are you waiting to try your luck too? Yeah, well, good luck to you. Thank you. Much appreciated, my friend. It's a mini medal! Many thanks. Many thanks. Alright. When I first did this, I thought this part was really cool. Real quick. Let me... How do I do this? Tactics. Turn everyone back to follow orders. And let's get this started. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, jeer, mutter. Oh, there we go. Snort, what are you supposed to be? I could grind you into a pulp without breaking a sweat. And I will! Grah! Oh my god, it's, not Baramos. Okay, hold on. I don't even think I need to do Wild Side, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. Wild Side, Wild Side. Wild Side. Wild Side. Bear a monster. God damn it. I'm so sick of seeing I'm so sick of seeing Baramos. Okay, monster pylon. 4 whole times, which is actually 8 whole times. Whoa, yeah, see, I didn't even need to do it. That's how strong I am. Okay, Bear Monster, done. Ooh. Cloud's Gate Citadel! I love this place so much. If thou art in a hurry to get back to the world below, all thou need to do is jump off the edge here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Intendest thou to continue on thy journey? Then take care, brave wanderer. And then you, I think you sell crazy shit, don't you? Moon powder, diamond, musk, dazzle me not, magic, angel bell, magic, water, sage's elixir, that's right. That's what you are good for. Star circlet, ogre shield. The sparkling headband lowers the chance of the wearer having their spell sealed away or their MP drained. See, this is what I mean. This is armor kind of means less when you are playing in Draki mode, since you literally cannot die. I think there's a monster. Yeah. Monster gooey, who are you? It reminded me of fucking Rick and Morty. What's his name? Mr. Poopy Butthole, I think. He goes, ooh-wee. Alright. Cat. Wilt thou not lend them an ear? Countless monsters across the realm cry out for salvation. They long for an ally. 7. That is the number that still require thy succor. Pray do everything in thy power to aid them. That's it. 7 more monsters. Zounds, and who, pray tell, art thou? But goodness and golly and gosh, thou art from the world below, art thou not? Merely to have reached this place unscathed, prove that thou art mighty of arm. But friend, art thou mighty of noggin? Let us try thy wisdom with a riddle. Oh, God. Oh, what's that? Neath the trident in the sad, shattered town, 'tis a glister, a star upon the ground, shilderall do. Of what doth my riddle is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Is he talking about the fucking orichalcum thing? Oh, whatever. You.
Well met, wanderer. I am Lord Zenith, first of my name, master of this castle. Thou hast made it this far, and soon thou wilt meet with mighty Shenlong himself. Shenlong hath the power to grant any wish that thou choosest. May fortune guide thee to his dwelling place.
King Zenith? Is that what he said? Or Lord Zenith? King. Okay. Yes, King Zenith, along with the Zenithian ore. And look at that. It's a heavenly helm. I wonder if that also has anything, because hands of the heavenly bride and whatnot. Anyways, I have a strong suspicion that, everyone will say that the Zenithian trilogy is not connected in any way to the Erdrick trilogy. They'll say, oh, but Zenith ore is something that's existed for a long time now. Yes, that's true. Hold on. Oh, off to see Shenlong, are we? Hold on, not the voice. Then you'd better have a drink of this potion I'm brewing up in this cauldron here. Careful though, it's fucking hot. Strange smelling liquid bubbles away ominously. Drink some? Yes, of course. Ow, 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 ow. It's scalding hot. Javier's tongue throbs painfully. Alright, let me... Look at the Citadel Tower. So pretty. God, this is genuinely gorgeous. Okay, a lot of people will say that the Zenithian trilogy is not connected in any way to the Erdrick trilogy. You know, you could look at Dragon Quest XI, and I think the only 4 references in Dragon Quest XI is just music, and then in this game there's the Zenithian ore or Zenith ore, I don't remember what it's called, and then we got King Zenith. So it's just like there's no way 6, 4, then 5 don't come before at the very least 3, 2, and 1. So it would, the order I guess would be probably, I would imagine, Dragon Quest 11. I know 6 is a prequel to 4. I haven't really played through 6. I've played through a chunk of it, but my guess is 11, 6, 4, 5, then 3, 2, 1. Whoops, meant to say 3, 1, 2. I feel like there was one other connection, but I'm completely blanking on it. Okay. I kind of remember. The Zenithian ore was something that's been in the... I think it's been like in the lore of the series for a long time. I know there's like some sort of book that shows like the Zenithian ore, but I don't think it was like in any game whatsoever until I think Dragon Quest Builders. I think it also shows up in Dragon Quest Builders 2. And even though both of those games are spin-offs, and I think Builders 1 might have been the first time it's ever shown up in a game, but both of those games are based off of Dragon Quest 1 and Dragon Quest 2. Even though, yes, they are spin-offs that are non-canon, just the fact that they are in an Erdrick-related game, and now they are in the actual main game itself, I think really starts to show like, hey, they didn't just do this just to do this. I don't think they would just throw the word Zenith out just to do it. And I know people will say like, oh, but in the Japanese version of the game, it's just called like Blue Metal or some shit like that. Even then, I think this was done like very consciously. And then I think I've mentioned it before, but like 8 is also tied to the Erdrick trilogy. I think Ramia is in 8 as well, but I don't know if she's called Ramia. Again, 6 and 8 are games that I've played like a chunk of, but have not beaten. But I intend to talk about this all in the post-series review. Doing the second playthrough and then doing that writing up that post-series review has been an experience. A really good experience. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and then like my theory crafting at the very end. I'm not like a Dragon Quest expert or anything, but like I really fucking love this series. I love this series enough to try to start connecting things and whatnot. So I'm excited for the post-series review to come out, which will be coming out a few days after the release of this video. It's nice to finally have all of this done, and to have it done right before the release of Dragon Quest 1-2 Remake is just such an intense weight lifted off of my shoulders. This is just something I've genuinely been thinking about every day for almost an entire year. Here we go, monster! Brr. Ferrantico. Alright, one last thing I forgot to mention earlier was the reason why I don't have Erdrick in the party. And that is because he is objectively weaker than the actual party members. If you just have a team full of party members, which I just to be clear, you cannot do this until you actually beat the game, which makes the Patties cutscene kind of dumb. Because I think that cutscene is available to you as soon as Zoma reveals himself. But by the time he reveals himself, it's just like you're way into the game. You have your party is solidified. Why would you ever change them out? Why would you ever need a reason to go into Patties? So like on a normal playthrough, honestly, actually on a normal playthrough, you might not ever change your characters. I don't think most people even know that you can even put away Erdrick, or that he's technically weaker than the actual characters or your party members. So there's a good chance people might never see that cutscene. But for whatever reason, if you do know that, then you'd get that a pretty good cutscene, honestly. It's a really beautiful cutscene. But like obviously with Monster Pylon and Wild Side and then whatever other crazy combos people want to do, the Eric just can't do that, and that's what makes him like objectively weaker than any other character, or the party members. All right, here we go. Oh, this is so pretty.
For a human to reach this place is truly something. Well met, mortal. I am Shenlong, Keeper of the Heavens. You must be rewarded for reaching my sanctuary. I shall grant you a wish.
A wish?
But on one condition. That you first best me in battle. Do you accept?
Man, something about this Chinese wish-granting dragon reminds me of something, but can't put my finger on it. Yes, I do accept. Here we go! Alright. Like I was saying, probably going to be a boring fight, since it's literally just going to be Wild Side and, Wild Side and more Wild Side and Monster Pylon. It's just, that's going to be the entire battle, honestly. Like I said, I'm doing this on Draki mode. I recommend everyone just do this on Draki mode if you end up playing this yourself. Or, you know, if you've somehow just stumbled upon this playthrough, just do it all in Draki mode. But I do recommend doing this fight at least one time legitimately, because it is an intense fight. It is really, really good. Just do everything else on Draki mode. I was under the impression that he could get rid of buffs. That's what I remember. That's how I remember this going, which was pretty annoying. Maybe it was just the fact that I had to heal constantly. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Yep. Damn, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. 842. Just look at the amount of insane damage you do. And that was just one of 2 attacks that a single character does. Oh, come on. Do I just go for it? I think I'm just gonna go for it. Just all Monster Pylon. I think we're pretty much there. Yup. Here we go. Shenlong is defeated.
Magnificent! To have defeated me so efficiently is a rare feat indeed.
10 turns.
For the first time in eons, I have enjoyed a truly exhilarating skirmish. Very well. I will keep my word. Your wish shall be granted. State your heart's desire.
Okay, so we got compete in a new monster arena, bring Ortega back to life, become history's trendiest hero, obtain a powerful weapon, and obtain a copy of Guns and Buns. We are not going to do any of those. we're getting this one.
You would truly wish for that.
Yes.
But how do you even know? Are you certain that this is what your heart desires?
Hi.
So be it then. Mount Ramia and fly to the north of Alian. There, you will find a tear in the very fabric of reality itself. Venture within, should you feel inclined. Farewell, mortal.
See you. I'm just gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure you do have to make that entire trek. Yep. You can start at Citadel Tower, but God, it's a couple floors of just an outrageous fucking monster encounter rate. So, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to get the rest of those wishes first, then we'll probably do Monster Arena, and then finish off with the final dungeon. And we're back. Let's do this like 4 more times, I think.
Again you come before me.
Hi.
Did I not grant you your wish already?
Hi.
Is there another you would have me grant?
Hi.
Very well. But this time, you must defeat me far quicker. Shall we begin?
Hi. 25 turns. Whoa, that's so crazy! Shenlong is defeated!
Magnificent! To have defeated me so efficiently
In
is a
11.
rare feat indeed. For the first time in eons. Very
Okay, let's get... It really doesn't matter at this point. Let's get the new Monster Arena. Hi.
Then pay a visit to Japan and examine its wells. You ought to find what you seek in one of them. Farewell, mortal.
Thank you. Let's run it again.
Again?
Hi.
Again. Magnificent!
10 turns. Obtain a copy of Guns and Buns.
You would waste a wish on this filth? Perhaps you are not as artless as you seem.
Hi.
Very well. My greatest treasure. Issue 1.
Issue 1.
Guns and Buns shall be yours. Treat it with the care it deserves.
Hi. Guns and Buns.
Farewell, mortal.
See you. Guns and Buns, an interesting magazine that teaches you all about brawn and bunnies. You'll make a fine vamp or charmer after perusing its pages. Consumed upon use. Alright, let's run it again.
Again?
Let's rock and roll.
Magnificent.
Yeah. Obtain a copy of more Guns and Buns. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. I will obtain a powerful weapon, though.
You desire an even stronger weapon, do you? Hard to understand why, given the fact you just trounced me.
Hi.
Very well. I have held onto this for longer than I care to admit. But it is yours now. Just promise that you will treat it with the respect it deserves.
I acquired Rubus's sword.
Farewell, mortal.
See you. Rubus's sword. Blessed by Rubus, this sacred sword strikes down all foes with bolts from the heavens when used as an item in battle. I'll go ahead and equip it and show it off in the next battle. Let's rock and roll! And hide UI. And there's Rubus's sword. I like the way he holds it. It's also a very pretty sword. Super, super cool. Let's do this again. Whoa, that's crazy. Did it again. How about we become history's trendiest hero?
I suppose you are of an age where you start caring what others think. Very well. Consider this a reward for all the hardship you have endured. Head to All Trades Abbey and speak with the heel slide there. They know a thing or two about fashion. Farewell, mortal.
I don't remember what this is. Maybe you can change Erdrick's hair? Yup. Javier's hairstyle is already the height of fashion. I can dye it though. Any goo colors in mind? Fucking Super Saiyajin. Why am I blanking? Why am I blanking? Ultra Instinct. God. Rosé. Nothing, but that does look kind of gold. Super Saiyajin 2? Does it get paler? I don't think it does. Something about a pale Super Saiyan doesn't sound totally crazy though. Not totally Ultra Instinct. All right. I mean, this is cool, I guess, if you're into that. Red does look pretty tight though. You know what? I was kind of thinking it's not cool. I mean, like, you know, it is cool, but like, you know, I would never use it. You know what? I still would never use it. It is cool though. I actually do like it. I like that you could do this, but not for me. I'm curious who would decide to choose that as their first option, and if they would ever go back to get the rest of the wishes. Because odds are, honestly, odds are people will choose the bring Ortega back to life and then just stop right there. They might not even notice that final blank option, because I sure as hell didn't notice at first. So I'm really curious how many people actually go back to fight him a second time, a third time, a fourth time for the rest of those wishes. And then if they do choose change appearance, if they'll actually bother to come here, change hair color, and then, I don't know, play the last dungeon. Or maybe they play the last dungeon and then get this wish as one of the last ones. Like, my point is, it does kind of suck to get the option to do this so late. And there is no New Game Plus. I think it is a mod though, but yeah, kind of, I mean, it just really sucks that there's no New Game Plus, so you can't just like enjoy this for the entirety of a game. I am going to assume it persists after you put him away, and I would like him to just look normal. All right, let's run it again. Let's rock and roll. Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, Shenlong defeated. Let's get a wish. All right, it's finally time to obtain a copy of More Guns and Buns.
There can be few mortals who possess such exquisite taste. You would truly receive my copy of More Guns and Buns?
More guns and buns? Oi!
All that you have seen, more than most do in a lifetime, has led you to the conclusion that you simply need more guns and buns. Is that correct? So be it. Your wish shall be granted. But no, you must attain total tranquility before you may even ponder turning its pages.
Hi. More guns and buns.
Farewell, mortal.
See ya. Under the important items category, more guns and buns. An extra interesting magazine that teaches you the way of the sage. Remains in your possession even when used to change vocation. Hell yeah, let's run it again. Let's rock and fucking roll. Yeah, that's it. Bring Ortega back to life.
You wish me to return your father, Ortega, to the realm of the living?
Hey.
It is done. Return to your own. Return to Aliahan. Glad tidings away there. Farewell, mortal.
See ya! Ramia! Away! Other way. And there it is! That's the portal tear in space, or whatever, that Shenlong was telling us. It was so pretty, like, genuinely so pretty, oh my god. And enter. Ooh, giant Ramia. You don't see her again like this ever since the Shrine of the Everbird. Such a beautiful sprite. Okay, this is the Tempest of Psych. This is the Temple of Trials. I don't know where the hell I got Tempest from. Tempest Shield? Is there another location with Tempest? Anyways, 5, technically 6, but that last one is locked behind a ginormous door. We got 5 little sconce things or whatever. Let's head down here. And monster! Ah. All right. I forgot to throw on the musk. God damn it. Okay, and we got this little wisp guy. This world is home to a number of monsters that have lost the unrestrained aggression that once made them so monstrous. Do you think you can save them from a life of ostracization? Incredible! You have rescued 115 monsters! You have proved yourself to be of a pure and merciful heart. Allow me to mark your momentous achievement. I have lit my pedestal, proof of your success. However, more trials await you yet. And there we go. And that is one little sconce flame thing lit. Okay, we're gonna go back down here, and yes, he's back. Throw on some musk. And monster. The monster notices you approaching it. What? Dude, WTF? Okay, Padfoot. That didn't work. Notices you approaching and I think what? Fading Jenny? You do Padfoot again? I already threw on musk. Wow, that was extremely annoying. Monster. Yay. Goobert. You did that. That genuinely made me angry. He kept running away at literally everything I was doing. Apparently you could use Padfoot to sneak up on monsters. I was unaware of this. I just read that you could use a Fading Jenny, which is the only reason I just tried it. I don't understand why musk alone wasn't working, but okay, I guess. We're gonna start with this end over here. I wanted to, in all honesty, I wanted to do like 99% of the Temple of Trials first, because I need the monster arena for something. There's another, I guess I wanted to leave the final boss for the very end, but it doesn't seem like I could do it. It seems like I could do like 80% of the Temple of Trials, but I do have to leave and do the monster arena. So I'm going to do my best to do as much as I can to get the monsters that are here to help me in the monster arena later. Ahead awaits a trial that will test your acumen with claws and boomerangs. To overcome this stern test, you will need to arm yourself appropriately. I hate this. This is literally the worst part of the game. Not the dungeon itself. I think the dungeon is pretty great. There are 2 challenges, and both of the challenges require you to use only specific weapons. If you do not use those weapons, you do basically no damage whatsoever. The problem with that is that there are Pandora's boxes that do an insane amount of damage, don't ever seem to run out of MP, and they are extremely difficult to kill. Like ridiculously so. And I was trying to read like what's the best way to go about it, because when I originally played through this, I kind of just brute forced my way through this, I think, until I was like so frustrated with like the second or third battle that I did with them that I was like, oh my god, fine, I'll try to equip whatever I can. But I don't think sages can equip everything. Let's see, whip. I guess I can do whip. I don't know what the other ones are. Maybe sage can do everything. I don't know if I had all sages at the time back then. This is a very convoluted thing. Annoying to do a second time around, or at least, you know, trying to record this. Basically, I'm going to go through one of these portals. I come out at a not random portal. They all connect to specific ones, but obviously you don't know. All those blue dots are portals, obviously. And it's just a maze. It's just a maze, but some of those portals take you back to the very beginning, and a lot of them take you to dead ends. And then there are a bunch of treasure chests that are just Pandora's boxes, both in this specific trial and then in another trial that's very similar to this one. So I will show the important chests, and then I will meet you at the very end. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the amount of damage they do. This is why I say just go freaking Draki mode. This is ridiculous. Yeah, look at... Oh, I'm not in the right spot. Never mind. Whoa, Baramos is back for like the billionth time. It's a monster. His name is Barry Moss. I'm gonna use you later, buddy. Mini medal. Many thanks. Many thanks. All right, and we're here, and I've almost completely forgotten how to do these. Oh god. Please tell me this is right. That was not right. Oh, jeez, I have to think about this. Okay, oh no, that was right. Okay, no, okay. I think I've got it. Yes, okay. I literally turn my controller so that I don't screw this up. Okay, and then... left. Okay, no. Oh, I just pushed my control stick. Okay, down, down, left, turn controller, down, turn controller again. No, I hit the control stick again! Oh, it puts me right here. All right, not a big deal. Okay. Down, down, down. Left, turn control. Fuck, dude, I'm taking the control stick off. Okay. Right, turn controller. Down, down, turn controller, down, down. Left, turn controller, down, turn controller, down, turn controller, down. And then turn controller right. Okay. Hold on, I want to go right. So, bam, turn controller right. Turn it back right. Turn controller down, 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 down. Turn controller down, turn controller down. I know this makes absolutely no sense, but it makes sense to me. Turn controller down, turn controller again, down, down, and we've made it. Ah, stupid control stick. I can throw that back on. I don't remember if that's supposed to be a Pandora's box or not. Just in case. Because I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, oh, you made it through the trial, but now you have to fight me. Just in case, I'm going to throw on a different... Is this claws and whips? Claws and boomerangs. Okay. Do I have claws? Okay, I was right. I was having a hard time I have so much going in my mind right now that I'm losing track of things. This is the problem. You can't equip claws or boomerangs on a sage. I'm going to pray to God this isn't a fight. Welcome, I am the overseer of this trial. To overcome this trial, you will need to prove your might on the battlefield. On guard. Ha ha ha. Great. Yep, it's two of you. It is very possible to soft lock yourself into this battle. In Draki mode specifically. So I see that there's a tactic to use Blasto against these things. And hopefully I'm faster. Also, hopefully it just works. And it's not like a small chance to launch them away. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Look at how much damage they're doing. Yeah! All right. Yeah! All right. No! Yes! Oh, no. Okay. So apparently they can reflect spells back at you. And if a Blasto is used on you, then it's going to be like a Baramos situation that happened before. And your character just won't come back. Oh my God. Look, do you see how freaking ridiculous that is? Alright, sweet. And that was it. Good. Oh God. Very good. You have proven your might. Allow me to recognize your achievement. I have lit my pedestal, proof of your success. However, more trials await you yet. Okay, I'm going to pray to God that that tactic works again on this other trial. I'm assuming it's another Pandora's box. Okay, this one in particular is significantly more annoying than the other one. And it's mostly to do with these spiral staircases. It just takes a long time to get through them. And they also work the same way as the other one, where it's just like, it's not random where you go, but like, obviously you don't know which one leads you to what. So it does feel extremely random at first until you can finally figure it out. So just like the other one, I'll grab what I need to grab and then meet you at the end. And mini medal! Many thanks. Okay, yep, that was it. That's all the mini medals! Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Look at that, it's a monster! All that glitters is not gold. Oh, okay, a golden opportunity. The monster slowly makes its way to... Okay, yeah. Goldie! Okay, we're finally here. That took a while because this place is just filled with the absolute worst monsters with the absolute worst encounter rate. It's just... It's so annoying. It's like, that's literally the worst part about this. It's the Pandora's boxes and the encounter rate plus the monsters that just basically kill you in one hit with their also insane speed. Otherwise, like, I like this dungeon if it weren't for the fact that, I don't know, the main gameplay loop of this game makes it the worst thing ever. Anyways, alright, we got another one of these puzzles, and my brain is kind of fried right now, so this will be really fun. Okay, there we go. This looks... this looks a lot like the one and only push puzzle we've done so far. I'm pretty sure there was only one. Okay, so let's move that there. Go back around. Push. Come back here. Push. This allows me to push that there. I can move this down here. And then go all the way through. Go back around. Push this up. Go around again. Push. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We solved it. No biggie. This one was easy. I don't know about the one on the other side, though. No. Oh, that was close. Okay. Yep. There we go. And excellent. I hope resetting this puzzle doesn't cause that first half to reset as well. That would be really annoying. Okay. So let's start with the top one. Push it down. All the way across. Go around here. Push it down. Go back around. Push it to the side. Down. And then we've made it through. Alright, this one we're going to have to push it in. Go around so that we can push it out. Up. Side. Okay, I see. Up, up, up. All the way so that we can go around. Push it to the side. Push it down. Go all the way through. Put it in place. Excellent. I actually really don't know if you can throw it off the side. And I'm sure as hell not going to test that theory. Whether I can or cannot. So, do the same thing as before. Okay, this was actually really easy. If anything, I feel like it was easier than the last one. I think the puzzle on the left is similar to the original puzzle, but not exactly the same. Alright, door open. And I'm assuming we're going to fight another Pandora's box. Oh, god damn it. Welcome, I am the overseer of this child to overcome this. Yeah. Alright, yep, doing this again. Spell Blasto, spell Blasto, spell Blasto, spell Blasto! Yep, and they all go first. Both of them go first. Miss. No! Oh my god, dude! Blasto. No, Blasto. Oh, this is so annoying. Yes, alright, there we go. Yes, alright, there we go. No. Yes, okay. Ooh. This is genuinely scary. I do not like the idea of potentially being soft locked. Oh, they're doing Blasto on me? I didn't even realize. Yeah. Yeah. Blasto. Dude. Yes, okay. I don't think I knew of that tactic originally. I think I actually tried to fight them as legitimately as you possibly can with Draki mode. All right, that's 3. And I think I need to cut away real quick because I don't have certain equipment. Yeah, I absolutely don't. Damn it, dude. Okay, I'll be right back. Haha, psych, we're in the Remeria Monster Arena because there's one item that I need that comes from the Monster Arena, and then I also need just a ridiculous amount of money, which I can also grind out at the Monster Arena. That is like genuinely the best place to grind it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start going through this. Rank 1, we got a couple of terrible items, but you know, you could have done this at the beginning of the game, which obviously I did not do. Okay, I did not realize I was limited to certain monsters. Okay, all right. Raven Lunatic, Cannabox, and Ant Gobbler. Edgar, Lecter, and Gobblebert. Okay, confirm my team. Yes, go. Benvenuti, welcome one and all to the Rank 1 tournament. Today we receive a new challenger, the team of Javier. I must now ask all spectators to give their applauso for our competitors today. Now is the time to begin match numero uno of the tournament. Combattenti, please step forward. You're the rookie wrangler that Monty spoke of. See, your monsters. They seem very lively. Bene, we will have a good match, I think. On your marks, get set, fight! Yeah, okay. What am I doing? Change battle speed to ultra fast, obviously. I meant to change tactics as well. And they're dead. Alright, that was great. So this is the newcomer with the bright future. Vittoria, we have a winner in match numero uno. Now we will continue on to match numero 2. Combattenti, step forward. On your marks, get set, fight! Okay, so tactics, I would rather them show absolutely no mercy. I don't know if you saw, but you literally cannot choose your monster's moves. You can choose their tactics, and that's about it. And then you just let them fight. And that's basically the Monster Arena. I don't think it's very interesting to go through all of it, because I think it's like 3 or 4 rounds for each tournament. And it's just kind of time consuming. All you're doing is just seeing monsters and watching them die in mostly one hit. But I guess we showed this tournament in full. Alright. As we all know, winners in Rank 1 earn the right to fight in Rank 2 next. Finalmente, I must ask all of the audience to give a round of applause to our combattenti. They did well, see? That concludes today's tournament in the Monster Arena. Join us again next time for more fighting action. I think she said well fought. Congratulations on taking the Rank 1 tournament by storm. You must be so proud of your team. I've also prepared a special gift of 800 gold coins in honor of it being your first time winning this tournament. Javier receives 3 doses of strong medicine and 3 vials of magic water, plus a bronze shield as a reward. You're victorious in 3 bouts, which means you have 240 gold coins. Do come back soon. All right, that's Rank 1 done. We can go ahead and just start Rank 2. I think, yes, I guess it's the same monsters for each specific arena. So there are different monster arenas throughout different towns with different ranks. So I guess here's just Rank 1 and 2. Benvenuti, welcome one and all to Rank 2 tournament. Oh, it's the Queen. Sweet. I did not expect to encounter you here, but then I am sure you would say the same of me, see? May the best team win. Oh, Jesus Christ. Combatiamo. This was Queen got. She got some monsters. Illerpillar, Toxic Toad, Morphean Mushroom. Dead. 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 Sweet. Nicely done. You won. Hooray! Finito, we have a winner in the Rank 2 tournament here at the Monster Arena. It is a magnificent victory for the challenger. Magnifico, you have truly earned the title of victor, Javier. Your management of your team was autoritario. Absolutely masterful. It's fun reading words in a language that I know absolutely nothing about in a timely and smooth manner. Finalmente, I must ask all the audience to give a round of applause to our combatenti. They did well. See that cookie? 1,600 gold coins, 3 seeds of strength, 3 seeds of stamina, plus a cloak of evasion as a reward. You are victorious in 4 bouts, which means you have won 320 gold coins. Do come back soon. And that was it, right? Yeah, that's rank 1 and 2. So let's see what the next place with the Monster Arena is. Ibis. All right, let's go. All right, let's do this. Rank 3. We can not change them out. Okay. All right, well, let's just go then. Welcome one, welcome all to the Rank 3 tournament. The action is about to get underway. Alright, that was match 3. Okay, one more match. Who are you? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The final match of the tournament is about to commence. Will this prove to be a classic in the making or the dampest of squibs? Let's find out. Contestants, please step forward and prepare to fight. It is time for the final match in the Rank 3 tournament. Be sure not to blink. Ready, set, brawl. I guess she's not unique. Who we got? Catula, Jackanape, Jackanape, and Mummy Boy. I think... Do I seriously have to change tactics every battle? No, I don't. I guess that was showing no mercy. Okay. Sure, I guess. And that was it. Nicely done. You won. There we have it, folks. The winner of the Rank 3 tournament is the challenger. What a match. Hey, that's me. Whoa, bunny girls. The only question is, can you do it again in the Rank 4 tournament? I, for one, cannot wait to find out. Everyone, please give it up for all of today's competitors. They've provided us with some splendid entertainment. We'll see you again next time for more Monster Arena action. Thank you and farewell. Congratulations on taking the regular 3 pouches of months, 2 vials of boom powder, plus a beastly bullwhip as a reward. You're victorious in 4 bouts, which means you have won 480 coins. Do come back soon. Like right now. Confirm team, go. Welcome on to the Rank 4 tournament. Oh my god, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The final match of the tournament is about to commence with, will this prove to be a classic in the making or the, yes, okay, you say the same exact thing. Queen, you have done well to make it this far, brave hero. However, I will not allow you to triumph in my nation's arena quite so easily. It's time for the final match in the Rank 4 tournament. Be sure not to blink. Ready, set, brawl. She's, oh, Jesus Christ. She's got Lump Wizard, Hell Nino, and Ethereal Serpent. Let's fight. There goes Hell Nino. There goes Lump Wizard. And there... Oh, holy shit, a crit. There goes Ethereal Serpent. Nicely done. You won. There we have it, folks. The winner of the Rank 4 tournament is the challenger. What a match. Congratulations are in order. That was a fine fight, and your team is by far the mightiest in all of Ibis. May your light shine bright on all the world for aeons to come. Hey, that's me. I won. Hooray. Yes, bring in more bunny girls. All right. The only question is, can you do it again in the Rank 5 tournament? I, for one, cannot wait to find out. Everyone, please give it up for today's competitor. They provided some splendid entertainment. We'll see you. 4,000 gold coins. Hell yeah. 3 seeds of defense and 3 seeds of magic, plus a somatic staff as a reward. You were victorious in 4 bouts, which means you have won 800 gold coins. Do come back soon. All right. Spell, zoom. Let's see. Okay, Ibis. What's the next one? It is not Jipang. That's where the new one is. So that was from the Wish. He told us go to Jipang. So not Jipang. Where are we going next? We're going to Manosa. This one looks really, really nice. All right. Rank 5. And we still can't... Oh, I'm so freaking dumb. It starts me on page 6. Why did it start me on page 6? Wow, look at that. I'm so fucking stupid. God damn it. Monster, Great Keeper, and Metal Slime. Let's fucking destroy everyone. Yes, let's go. This is why I did as much of the Temple of Trials as I could have, so that I could get, at the very least, Monster and Great Keeper, so that I could just destroy everything. Which, I mean, like, obviously I'm already destroying everything, but the late ones, the Jipang ones, man, they can be a struggle. I did not do them with any of the monsters from Temple of Trials. And it was, in fact, a pain in the ass. Look, Jesus Christ. Hell yeah. Are you the sun? At long last, the final battle of this Monster Arena's Torneo is upon us. Both teams will surely bring their best to this. I don't know who this is. And it didn't... I guess he's not important. Alright. So... Yep, that was it. Oh my god. The fight is over. The winner of the Rank 5 Torneo is none other than the challenger. Yay! More bunny girls and a dancer! Victory in Rank 5 earns the champion the right to compete in Rank 6 next. Por favor, put your hands together and say obrigado to all today's fighters. That concludes today's Monster Arena Torneo. Come back next time for another thrilling competition. 16,000 gold coins in honor of it being your first time winning this tournament. 3 diamonds, 2 prayer rings, and a catsuit. I was victorious in 4 bouts, which means I have won 3,200 gold coins. Let's do Rank 6. Benvindo to the Monster Arena, where today the Rank 6 Torneo will take place. At long last, the final battle of this torneo is upon us against a mother. They can be scary, I suppose. Infernal armor, Smackanape, and skeleton swordsman. I also completely forgot to do show no mercy. Not that it really matters, but here we go. Wow, 2 of them are dead. 3 of them are dead. I won. Hooray. The fight is over. The winner of the Rank 6 Torneo is none other than the challenger. Oh, there's music to this one. Yeah. Bunny girls. More dancers. Victory in Rank 6 earns the champion the right to compete in Rank 7 next. Por favor, put your hands together to say obrigado to all today's fighters. All right. We'll fight Rank 6 tournament. 28,000 gold coins. 3 seeds of agility and 3 seeds of wisdom, plus 3 seeds of luck and a set of Dragon's Bane claws. And I get an additional 5,600 gold coins. How much gold do I have? 64,000. I think I had like between 5 and 8 to start with. Let's do Rank 7. Whoa, hold on. That's a copy of Goons and Boons. The champion's code, the Eureka moment, Goons and Boons in a flowing dress. God damn. At long last, the final battle of this torneo is upon us. It is against a child. Breno's son. I don't know who Breno is, but I didn't read it. Damn it. We got heavy hood, lethal armor, and infernal armor, and they're all dead. And they're all dead. The fight is over. The winner of Rank 7 Torneo is none other than the challenger. Obrigado for fighting with me. My papai always said that losing is a valuable experience too. I promise to come back even stronger. Woo! Bunny girls. More bunny girls. I think that's more. Yeah, that's more bunny girls. More bunny girls. Victory rank 7, rank 8. Yes. Yeah. What you got from me, baby? 40,000 gold coins. Receive a copy of the Champion's Code, a copy of the Eureka Moment, plus a copy of Goons in Boons and a flowing dress as a reward. You're victorious in 4 bouts, which means you have won an additional 8,000 gold coins. Do come back soon. Spells. Zoom. What was this? This was Minoza. So what's the next place after Minoza? Oh, I guess it is Olive Garden. In Cantlin. Alright, this place looks spooky because of freaking Zoma. Alright, rank 8. Ah, there we go. That's the item I need. Mod Rod. That's one of the, that's part of one of the trials. Let's do this. Welcome ye to the Monster Arena. Today, the victor of the rank 8 tourney is to be decided. Hear ye, the final bout of this tournament is poised to begin. Should both teams fight with all their might and main, then 'twill be spectacle indeed. Competitors, take your places. The final bout of the rank 8 tourney is set to begin. Avert not your eyes, lest ye miss a defining twist or critical juncture. Are ye ready? Then engage. Alright, no one important, but those are 2 intense monsters. Great Troll, Hydra, and Umbra. Well, let's go. Bam! Bam! Ba-bam! Nicely done. You won. Cease combat. A victor has emerged in the rank 8 tourney. 'Tis a magnificent triumph for the challenger. Hey, that's me. I won. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. More bunny girls. To the winner of rank 8, the right to enter the rank 9 tourney is bestowed. I bid ye raise your cups in honor of all our combatants, courage and endeavor. Yea, the tourney has drawn to a close, but be not dismayed, for more thrilling combat awaits in the next tourney. I don't know what's harder to read, a different accented language, reading words from a different language, or reading ye old English. Well fought. What do I get? 100,000 goddamn gold coins. 3 seeds of strength, 3 seeds of defense, plus a mod rod and a magic bikini as a reward. You're victorious from 4 bouts, which means you have won an additional I can't even read it. 20,800 gold coins. Do come back soon. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking. How much? Oh, I think I just saw it right there. 215,000. Holy crap. Let's do rank 9. Welcome you to watch each other's videos. Hear ye, the final bout of this Monster Arena tourney is poised to begin. Should both teams fight with all their might and main, then 'twill be spectacle indeed. Competitors, prithee take your places. It is none other than Monty. My, how you've progressed. I always knew you had it. I'm sorry, hold on. My, how you've progressed. I always knew you had it in you. Well, think you can beat my menagerie of monsters? The final bout of rank 9 tourney is set to begin. Avert not your eyes, lest ye miss a defining twist or critical juncture. Are ye ready? Then engage. Who you got? Honestly, not impressive. I was expecting big, scary monsters. Although obviously, if I were fighting normally, not in Draki mode, this would be terrifying. I mean, even if I wasn't in Dracula mode. It's very clear. I have just obliterated Monty with no problem. That was a smashing performance. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll be a Monster Arena master soon enough. I guess that's a hint that... No, this is the first one, isn't it? Yeah. This is the first tournament here. More intense music. More... Yeah, more bunny... No. I think more dancers. Woo, that music. That was nice. To the winner of rank 9, the right to enter the rank 10 tourney is bestowed. I bid you raise your cups in honor of all our combatants' courage and endeavor. Yea, the tournament has drawn to a close, but be not dismayed for more thrilling combat awaits in the next tourney. I was gonna say, I figured maybe his line was like a God damn, 160,000 gold coins. 3 files of Elfin Elixir, which I think I also need for another trial. That's why I need the money. 3 Yggdrasil leaves, plus a Metal Wing Boomerang as a reward. You're victorious in 4 bouts. 32,000 gold coins. Do come back soon. I was going to say, I figured that his line was maybe a hint that, like, oh, there's actually more Monster Arenas beyond this one. But no, yeah, that was it. That was it. I wonder if he even says, if the announcer says, oh, there's a rank 10, even if you haven't gotten the wish. In any case, that's it. We can go to Jipang. I'm going to assume it's in the well. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Monster Arena. I love the Japanese aesthetic. I love it so much. All right, let's do this. Welcome all fight. Oh, Jesus, the freaking haikus. Welcome all fight fans to the Monster Arena Rank 10 tournament. All right, who's the final challenger? Oh, it's the Seers, the girls, the Priestess. Yes. You and your monsters share a bond unbreakable. Your skill is unmatched. However, do not think us defeated. Victory awaits rank 10, the final matchup, ultimate showdown. The thrill of battle, butterflies in stomach. Get ready to brawl. There's 2 trolls? Okay. Is that supposed to be them? Is that the joke? They're supposed to be this is representative of them? All right, well, they're dead now. I really like these priestesses. They're very cute. The tourney concludes. Rank 10 has now been conquered. A perfect triumph. You have proven yourself worthy of the title of Victor. Nothing shall stand in your way now. Goodbye. Hey, that's me. I won. More bunny girls! Gotta love it. Oh, gotta love it. With rank 10 beaten, a new challenge beckons you. Rank 11 calls. Thanks to all fighters. Incredible exertions. A round of applause. The path continues. New challenges yet to come. Thank you for fighting. 300,000! Holy crap. Gold coins. Meteorite Bracer, Godbird Scepter. You were victorious in 4 bouts, which means you have 157,600 gold coins. I have 709,000. Holy Jesus Christ, that's insane. All right, the finale, rank 11. Welcome all fight fans to the Monster Arena. It's rank 11. Oh, that's Patty. That's Patty. When I first saw you, fresh-faced and green as you like, I never thought you'd make it this far. Time for me to pull out all the stops. Victory awaits. Rank 11, the last match, ultimate showdown. The thrill of battle, butterflies in the stomach. Get ready to brawl. Ash Patty. Hydra and Infernal Serpent. I would have preferred you attacked, but okay. A crackle. And they're both dead. That's it. I won! The tourney concludes. Winner of rank 11. A perfect triumph. I can't believe I lost. I have to say I was pretty sure I'd wipe the floor with you. Bye, Patty. I really like you. More dancers. I love Dragon Quest so much. I really do. Nothing more to prove. Legend of the Arena, congratulations. Thanks to all fighters, incredible exertions, a round of applause. Well fought, congratulations, right to 395,963 gold coins. Unfortunately, I can't hold it. Unfortunately, what? I can't hand over your prize money if you've no room for it on your person. I received hundreds of additional dress code plus your victorious for 133,000, which I can't get. What does that mean? Can I deposit and then pick it up? Moment of truth. No! You stole my money, you bitch! I didn't know that was a thing! Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, I have more than enough money to get the elfin elixirs that I need, which I will actually show that off. Let's get all my money back. Alright, I am back in the fairy village. The shopkeep is back here, but if you remember, they hate humans, and even after helping them, that doesn't change. Is it under, yeah, important items, mod rod, and I'm still human? I don't think this is gonna work, so let's mod rod again. Nope, still human. Let's mod rod again. Ah! Oh, this is so cute! I love this! That's so fucking adorable! Alright, greetings. If you're looking for items, you're in luck. Now, how can I serve you? I would like to buy Being a Better Person. A well-loved book that details how to be a good egg in the best way possible. Don't shell out more than it's worth. Elfin Elixir at 40,000 per. Oh, wow. I think you need 25 of these. So that is actually insane. Hold on. I gotta check the fucking notes real quick. No, yeah, that's right. You need 25. Holy shit. Okay, well, I mean, I don't need 25. Okay, so 4 more. Yep. That's actually really cool that you just one run through the monster arena gets you all the money you need for this. And I'm still left with a ton of money. All right, so with that, I will meet you back at the Temple of Trials, but I need to make a quick stop at Aleahan first. What? Cutscene?
I just heard the news about Ortega.
Oh.
You must be over the moon. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Boy, you should have seen the king's face when he heard. Now that was a sight. He was smiling from ear to ear. Brought a smile to my face too, seeing him so happy again. Of course, I'm delighted to have Ortega back too. He was always such a gentleman to me when I was a little girl. Just thinking about it really takes me back. I used to adore listening to tales of all the adventures he went on. Every time I heard he'd come back to town, I'd go pester him to tell me all about his latest trip. Then, one day, I asked if he could teach me how to wield a blade. I wasn't quite strong enough for a broadsword or anything like that, so I had him show me how to use a dagger. I know I wouldn't be nearly so fleet of foot if it hadn't been for his help. He taught me so much, and I still make use of everything I learned to this day. How exactly? Well, you know, my dagger skills come in handy in the kitchen, and I serve tables quicker than anyone. Oh, did you think I was going out there in my spare time slaying monsters? Sorry to burst your bubble. No, I've got my hands full just looking after this place and all the adventurers who walk through its doors.
I genuinely forgot about that cutscene, but I loved it. That was so cute. Oh, I'm curious to see if the king says anything, but I kind of doubt it. I have heard the news, Javier. Ortega has returned. Against all odds, your father is home at last. I sent word that he should report to the castle, but I expect that he is fatigued after his ordeal. Tell him that he must rest. I shall receive him whenever he is ready. Oh. So Ortega, who we thought, so Ortega, who we had thought had, god damn it, so Ortega, who we had thought lost, is returned to us. This is truly an auspicious day. Perhaps I might consult with him about the issue of Zoma, Lord of the Underworld. His Majesty has still not reached a decision. I fear it weighs upon his mind most heavily. If only to ease his burden, I will take his place for a short while. Aww. I genuinely never checked this before. That was nice. I really like that. Mini, thanks for dropping by. I'm trying to max out my collection of mini medals. Ho ho, you've brought me some medals, have you? Well, hand them over and I'll count how many there are. Let's see now. That's 110 mini medals you've brought me so far. Ho ho, mini thanks, mini thanks. Wait a mini moment. You've hit the 110 mini medal milestone. Ugh. Oh, this calls for a reward. Here you go. An Exotoga. Just what you've always wanted, I'll bet. Many thanks. Many thanks. My dear Javier, you've brought me 110 medals altogether. That's so many. In fact, it's the maximum amount you can bring me. There aren't any more. Ho ho. Many thanks. Many thanks. Now all that's left for you to do is get out there and save the world. You'll have maximum respect from me if you manage it. And that's it. There's nothing more. Well, that's all the mini medals is what I meant. Okay, we're back. We're finally back at the Temple of Trials. We got 2 more. Go through the portal. And talk to this little guy. Would you happen to be carrying some pieces of hardwood headwear? I merely need 4. Would you be willing to relinquish them to me? Yes. Okay. By the way, would you happen to carry some staves of sentencing? Yes. By the way, would you happen to be carrying some epic aprons? Yes. By the way, would you happen to be carrying some pairs of slime earrings? Yes. And vials of magic water? Yes. And vials of elfin elixir? Yes. 10. The suits of flame armor? Yes. Oh, damn it. I forgot the goddamn flame armor. 10 elfin elixirs? That doesn't sound right. I recall it being 25. And this guide that I have pulled up also says 25. They must have changed it. Because this another thing is mini metal manor. This was definitely not something that you could zoom to back when I played. There's also this edition. This might have been in the game, but I really don't think so. I'm pressing RB and it's just like a quick thing you can do. Okay, suits of flame armor is what he said. I guess I'll go buy that. That's in Remoldar, so I'll be back. All right, suits of flame armor, yes. And congratulations, you have conquered this trial. Allow me to recognize your achievement by rewarding you. I have lit my pedestal, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was originally a lot more expensive than it currently is, as far as I remember. And there's no reason why the guide would be wrong as well. So that's interesting that they changed that. I mean, in any case, you gotta do the monster arena. Well, I don't know if you have to do the monster arena, but for achievements, you certainly do. And yeah, obviously I got all the money I've needed from that, which now I'm wondering if they change the amount of money you get as well. But if they lower the requirement for elfin elixirs, I can't imagine. Alright, let's speak to you. Have you heard the legend of a sword forged from orichalcum? Were the tale true? I would surely like to see that blade. I beg your pardon, you have something with you that fits the description, you say? Please show me. Yes, this is the very sword from the legend, which is the Sword of Kings. Now, what next? Ah, yes, there exists a legend of a helm wrought of the finest zenithium. If only I could see it just once. It says the same thing, very helm from legend. Of all the legends concerning weapons, I have heard the one relating to a whip that bears the name Gringham stands out. How I dearly wish to gaze upon it. I beg your pardon, you have something that fits the description. Whip from legend. Ah, yes. It is said that an odd rod can be obtained in a place where mighty monsters shed equally mighty amounts of sweat. Would that I could see it even for a fleeting moment. I beg your pardon, you have something that fits you? Yes, the rod from Very Legend. Unbelievable, you have shown me every artifact that I have dreamt of seeing. How the goddess smiles on me. Naturally, it would be remiss of me not to reward you for the spectacular efforts I've lit past will prove your success. Done! That is all the trials. Light it up, baby. Ooh. Whoa. That was very pretty. Very quickly, I don't understand the significance of the Gingham whip, so I'm gonna look that up. Okay, it is a very pretty looking whip, and it is also commonly the strongest whip in the game. That is the significance of the Gingham whip. I think that's pretty much everything. This is it. It's what Snake's Way, I think is what it's called in Dragon Ball. Oh man, this is gorgeous. Is that the freaking moon in the background? I don't know if I've ever noticed that. Holy. God, just look at the mini-map. It's so fucking pretty. And what? Who is this? It's a monster! Shenlong. Well, if it isn't the one and only Javier. If anyone were capable of reaching this place, it would be you, I suppose. Javier tells Shenlong about Monty's monster menagerie. Ah, so you find yourself in need of my strength. An intriguing proposition indeed. Very well, it is only right I reward you for making it this far. I shall join you in this most frivolous of pursuits. Shenlong smiles contentedly and makes his way to go and greet Monty. Monsters rescued. Shenlong! What a freaking silly game. I love this so goddamn much. Oh, man. This has been an absolute adventure. God, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I need to prepare for this battle or something, but it's on tracking mode. I got all my MP. Everything's good. Grand Dragon. How curious that a mere mortal would find me here. I am the Grand Dragon, and this is my abode. How many moons has it been since last a human came before me, I wonder? Time has ceased to hold what little meaning it once had. Now I spend my days in a great slumber. The fact that you have seen fit to rouse me can mean but one thing. You wish to test your strength. Are you ready to do battle? Yes. Excellent. Let's fight. I meant to say hi, but you know, I guess yes works as well. All right, Grand Dragon. Oh man, this is beautiful. I don't think I ever did this outside of Draki mode. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think at a certain point I was sick of everything, which I like. I love the post game. I really do, but it is significantly more enjoyable with Draki mode. Hold on, what am I doing? No, not spell. It's abilities. The wild side, wild side, wild side, and wild side. I don't remember if he does the same thing as Shenlong, where he takes away your buffs and whatnot. I imagine he does. Abilities. Monster Pylon. Monster Pylon. And Monster Pylon. Oh, psych. And Monster Pylon. I don't remember the reward for this, or if you even get a reward. I will say, I personally think Shenlong is kind of disappointing. No, not kind of. He's extremely disappointing. As a super boss, I want my super bosses to be unique. I don't want them to just be a fucking recolor. So to find out that the super boss, the Omega super boss, is once again another recolor was also extremely disappointing. But I mean, is what it is, I suppose. The entirety of the game has been absolutely fantastic. The post game, despite, you know, it being enjoyable in Draki mode, was still really fun. The monster arena, going through it a second time, was still really fun. I had never done it with Barry Moss and Great Keeper, I think was his name. And I don't know, I almost found it more fun this time. Just like steamrolling through it is the best. That's how I did it last time. Although last time was also Ophelia should do Wild Side. Last time also became a little more frustrating because I didn't have those monsters. I had done the entirety of the monster arena before I did Temple of Trials. And I think that last rank, rank 11, it really came down to luck whether or not I was able to beat it. Like, I ran through it multiple times because I kept losing, I think because I was mostly running out of MP. And since you can't decide what your monsters do, it's just like, again, it's all up to luck. But this time around, it was... I know I did it on Draki mode this time, but it's very clear that I would have had zero problems getting through it. Okay, so it put me straight to Selin. I'm asleep. And then Ophelia can go ahead and just do Monster Pylon. Just like the Shenlong fight, it's pretty much just Wild Side and Monster Pylon. So I'm probably just gonna skip to the end. I think during me talking, we've pretty much just seen all the animations that this thing can do, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Yeah! Grand Dragon is defeated! Nice. You've defeated me in 12 turns. Impressive. No matter the era, humans never cease to amaze me with their strength and fortitude. I have not enjoyed myself this much since, well, frankly, I cannot remember ever enjoying a fight so thoroughly. To commemorate your grand victory, I present you with this medal. I totally forgot what the reward was. Ophelia receives the Grand Medal. Congratulations and farewell. What a glorious shot of the light completely engulfing me. Okay, so there is one thing I want to test out and one thing I want to show off, and then we'll do the grand finale. Wild Side, Wild Side, Wild Side, and Wild Side. Let's see how fast he goes down. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon, and Monster Pylon. Oops, god damn it. And Monster Pylon. Damn, dude, he's already about to die. One set of Wild Side and 2 sets of Monster Pylons. And Zob is dead. Yeah, that was tight. All right, so the world is saved, and we did it without Erdrick. While I was writing the post-series review, I was very curious as to what happens around Alifgard now that Zelma's gone. And for the most part, a lot of people acknowledge that you were the one who defeated Zelma. That's super cool. There are a few key characters that do say some rather interesting things. Let's go to the Shrine of Spirit first. All right, this one. So it was you who defeated the Lord of the Underworld, was it? But where was Ortega? He's not, is he? Sniff. That's very sad. So she realizes that he's dead. Although, he's technically alive right now. So that's also interesting. The biggest, well, let's go to Tantagel first. I was really only going to show one thing that I was like super amazed by, but I think Tantagel is also worth showing off. I just don't remember. I think it is this house. Yeah. I am engaged in the study of methods for the removal of curses. I shall free the people from curses just as thou hast freed the world from evil and brought peace upon us. If ever thou shouldst suffer a foul curse, thou must visit me here and receive benediction. I shall await thy coming. Okay, so this kid in particular is extremely interesting. There is an old man in Dragon Quest 1 that cures curses. My understanding from all these years was that it was heavily implied, and this is just what everyone basically says. I mean, like, no one says how long it's been in game between Dragon Quest 3 and 1, but it's like heavily implied that like there is like generations upon generations, like potentially centuries differences between the two games, because like you're I don't remember. I don't think they call you the Scion of Erdrick. I could have sworn that was the characters in 2. I don't remember what the name is off the top of my head, but like everyone knows that you're the descendant of Erdrick. I think that's what the hero in 1 is called. Everyone knows that you're the descendant of Erdrick, but no one really says how long it's been. But it's implied to have been an extremely long time. But with this kid being here saying, hey, I'm learning to cure curses. Come to me one day if you want your curse cured or whatever. That kind of puts things into perspective. That's basically say, if this is the same kid as, if this kid turns into the old man in Dragon Quest 1, then that would mean that the time between Dragon Quest 3 and 1 really isn't that long. That would mean that the hero of Dragon Quest 1 is either the grandson or at most the great-grandson of Erdrick, which is freaking insane to me that like that could be even a possibility. I mean, like, it's realistic, but it's just like, you know, you go through all these years thinking like, oh man, like it could be like centuries between the two games, but this game seems to imply that like, no, it could have just been like 60, 80 years potentially. So I find that extremely interesting. And then for whatever reason, there's just like a group of people that seem to think that the manga is canon. I don't believe that for 1 second. I think there's like a lot of contradictions between the manga and the games themselves. I think one could say that in the manga timeline, the games can fit sort of, but the manga does not fit within the games. I think the games can fit within the manga, but the manga does not fit within the games, if that makes any sort of sense. It makes sense in my head, and I hope it makes sense in yours. I think the next main thing is, let's see, Galen's house. Galen is... I forget where he is. Maybe he's in Demdara. All he says is like, hey, I'm gonna go home. I think he says like, oh, you've inspired me to write a song about you, and I'm also gonna go home. So Galen's house obviously turns into Galen home from Dragon Quest 1. And the main thing I want to show off is in Cantlin. I found this thing to be extremely special. This city is obviously, I would say it's like one of the most memorable things about Dragon Quest 1 is like actually like getting into the city, like the process it takes to get into the city is very memorable. I hope this is, yes. Look at that. Right there, if you go back to the scientist, That's the golem! It says, I had thought to create a great statue that it might be brought to life in order to protect the town. But praise be, such protection as it would be provided is no longer needed. 'Tis a pity that the name of Golem, by which I would have called it, shall go unused. But this is a trifling price to pay for peace. I freaking love this. I was always under the impression that the like the living rubble enemies, I don't know their name off the top of my head, but I was always under the impression that like those were the pre-golems, and I mean, like, who's to say that that's not the case? But it seems like we have the very first golem right here, the same exact golem that you fight in Dragon Quest 1. This was like the coolest thing that I found out. I love that so much. Oh, there actually is one more thing. So if you recall, there's in the final cutscene, it shows off Erdrick speaking to one of the Chancellor type dudes, and he gives him, I don't know if it's outright stated, but it's implied that he gives him like the armor, the sword, the helmet, and the sunstone and whatnot. But you can actually go to him before the game ends and give him the sunstone. Okay, so just to prove it, here's the sunstone in your item bag. The light of day hath returned unto us, and all is thanks to thee. Such unbounded joy, such gladness. 'Tis spring in my heart, and no words can well express my gratitude. Didst thou wish to speak to me? But it cannot be. Dost thou truly mean to entrust the sunstone to my keeping? Then my dream, it foretold the truth. Praise be to the Almighty. I hereby and most humbly accept unto my care the sacred stone. Thou we bask now in light. If ever evil should cast a shadow over us again, we shall have need of the sunstone. Thus do I swear to hold it ever ready until such time as it is needed to bring peace unto the land once more. And that's it. Go to items, item bag, and it's gone. It's actually gone. I really like that. I assumed that you actually just give them everything and that's it. But you can actually give it to them before the game completely ends. There actually is one more thing. I don't know. I mean, is it worth looking at? I'm not sure. Oh, you can also see that you cannot warp anywhere else. You really are stuck in the, I mean, what else to call it other than the underworld? So when I was writing the postscript, the post-series review script, I purposely went around and tried to talk to everyone I absolutely could, and I really wanted to talk to Rubus. And you can't. Thou shalt be celebrated for aeons to come for thine efforts, and surely none can be more delighted than Rubus herself. That the Lord of the Underworld hath been bested is a fact that I can scarcely believe. Thank you. And that's it. You cannot talk to Rubus. This was extremely disappointing to me. So, another thing that I was extremely curious about is what happens if you beat the game without Erdrick. Technically, he's up in the overworld right now. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm under the assumption that once like the actual cutscenes start rolling, like outside of the throne room, he's just gonna appear. But let's see.
Silence in the royal chamber. News of your deeds hath you have done your deeds we thank. But where?
Wait.
Oh,
the one
fuck.
You seek stands before you.
What?
Oh my! How? No matter. It is good that thou hast come before us. We must give thanks for thine efforts on our part, and thy truly heroic deeds. Now, pray give us me thine undivided attention. Morning hath broken on our kingdom at last, and all is thanks to thine earnest efforts. Though it seemeth that dread Zoma's demise hath sealed the doorway between our realm and thine own. Alifgard must now take its first steps as a world in its own right. It must emerge, blinking into the dawn of its becoming. All is thanks to thee and thy companions. Thou art a hero without equal.
I do hereby bestow upon thee our kingdom's highest honor, the title of Erdrick, which meaneth dwelling land in the ancient tongue, a name befitting the land's chosen hero. Thou shalt be known to all. The story of Erdrick's deeds shall take its place amongst the legends of our realm, and shall ring down through the ages.
Dude. Five characters! That's so cool! That fucking bitch Rubus trapped me in Alifgard! She trapped me in the underworld! Oh my god, that's amazing! That's all 4 characters. Dude, I was starting to skip through the dialogue because I was like, oh, there's nothing different here. And then I accidentally skipped through like the start of the different dialogue. Oh, I love that so much. It actually shows all the characters. That's so cool. Oh. This ending makes me sad. But that's so freaking cool! Alright. I'm back as Erdrick. There's just one last thing left to do.
Welcome back, darling. Guess what? Your father's returned. Your father! He's alive! Oh, I'm so happy I could... Look, darling, look! It's your father! In the flesh!
So, you're my little one, eh? Oh, it's the strangest thing. I know this is the first time I've laid eyes on you all grown up, yet I feel like we'd just met a short while ago. You know what? Don't mind me. I think I'm just a bit tired. And... I'm sorry. I've put you through a lot. So, what do you get up to with your time? What? You set out to follow in my footsteps and destroy the Archfiend? Well now, there's not much I can say to that, is there? Just don't go making your mother worry too much, will you? She's been through enough already.
My freaking heart, dude. He's alive after all this time. I'm so happy I could... Oh, look at me. You've grown into a fine young adventurer, Javier. I almost wish I could set out with you, but I couldn't do that to your poor mother. Especially not after all that I've put her through already. Well, I've done all I can. It's time to pick up where your old man left off, Javier. And I'm sure you'll do me proud. You look like you could snap the Lord of the Underworld in two with one hand. That's it. The happy family is back together. I don't know if it's more depressing to complete the game after Ortega's back, or if it's somehow a little bit of a happier ending. I guess it's a little bit of a happier ending. And that's it. That's Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I'm finally done with it. It's finally done. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I actually kept all that footage from about a year ago, and that I actually bothered to edit it, and that I came back almost a year later to do the post-game all over again to do another playthrough, to get all the monsters, to get all the mini medals, and to just finish all of this up. It's finally done. I just got to do the post-series review, and that's like almost complete. So it'll come out a few days after the finale. So keep an eye out for that. This is genuinely like a huge weight off my shoulders. It feels genuinely freeing to have this done. So if you have watched the entirety of this, or even if you've just watched this one part, thank you so much for joining me on this absolute grand journey. It has been a long one. And it is, man, I don't know. I'm kind of like at a loss for words, but it's just hard to say like how happy I am to finally be done with this. And like not in a bad way. Like Dragon Quest 3, specifically this remake, has been such a great experience. I loved playing it through the first time. I loved playing through this second time. I loved going through everything. Even if some stuff was a little bit frustrating, it was still great. And I learned so much, and I saw so many new things on this second playthrough, especially like actually bothering to go and talk to everyone in Alifgard after defeating Zoma. That wasn't something that I had originally done. And beating the game without Erdrick, finishing the game without Erdrick, and seeing that Rubus pulls you from the overworld and dumps you into the underworld. That part genuinely shocked me. And if anything, this whole journey, this entire thing was worth doing just for that one scene. It was completely worth it just to have ended up seeing that one scene. I think Rubus is the true villain in this game. Well, that was it. I'm going to end it right there. Thank you so much for watching.